Would we get another loader machine? Would we ever consider another loader tractor or another skid steer? Yes, absolutely. We have. We would like another loader machine. Problem is, it's those dollar signs that are kind of slowing us down on that. And what I've said in plenty of previous videos, we're a small operation. We're pretty young, actually. I mean, basically you could say we started off pretty well at zero back in 14 when my grandpa passed, because the dairy went out the door and we've been beef and crops. We're expanding our beef herd, we're trying to expand our crop acres, and we have gradually since then. But we're really just now starting to take off, and there's a lot of things we need, to update. Say, everyone seems to point it out: combine, skid steer, tractor, some could argue even a planter. And that green grain cart of my dad's, that little 500 bushel cart, we actually do see trading that one off on another at least 600 bushel cart, and depends on who buys it, because that's a big thing around here. Dad, Ryan, and I all make our own individual purchases. So Ryan bought that truck of his, that's all him. Say, we had no say-so in it. I mean, that was Ryan's decision. That is 100% Ryan's money. That's the same thing with my 76. Does the same thing with Dad's 46. I mean, we take other people's opinions into consideration as far as what we should be purchasing, but in the end, it's up to me, my dad, and my brother, each of us as individuals, when it comes down to purchases. This Gator out here, 100% my dad. Say Ryan and I had no say in it. Dad wanted it. It's his money. He's free to do whatever he wants with his own money. Say the mule had issues or was starting to have issues, so I mean, smart purchase, right? I mean, you get rid of something that's starting to give you headaches with something that's dependable, especially for something we use as much as we do. The skid steer, we are not going to get rid of this machine. The only thing we would consider is purchasing another one or purchasing a loader. Ideally, what is going to happen, I don't know when, but what will end up happening is we'll get another skid steer and we will get another tractor with a loader. So we'll end up getting back to having 3 loader machines. That's what we used to have when we were milking, and it just takes us getting around to being able to purchase it. Because right now, myself, when it comes to another purchase I would make, it isn't even cattle. I've been saying it periodically, but honestly, the rock bucket was a guilty purchase. I mean, we really didn't need it, but like I said, if I didn't buy it when I did, I probably would have never bought a grapple bucket. And I used it for 4 hours today. I cleaned up some old wooden fences. I've removed some gates. I have moved gravel. I've moved some slabs of concrete. I mean, it's a switchblade, or not switchblade, a Swiss Army knife as far as a utility tool. That grapple bucket was definitely worth the money. But I would really like to buy a bunch of beef heifers as an investment. And when it comes to purchasing just equipment, honestly, guys, I would be looking at purchasing something that's going to make me my money back. So I'd be looking at something that would help us farm our acres more efficiently. Now, just off the top of my head, the first thing that comes to mind would actually be another grain cart. Now, I originally was talking about that here early on, but if we could hold more grain and run longer while we're waiting for the truck to get back from the elevator, we're gold. Because right now, our combine, albeit, yes, it's a smaller capacity combine, our combine is still able to get enough bushels harvested where we are still waiting for the truck to show up. So which tells me I'd rather have another grain cart. More capacity, we can hold more bushels. So honestly, when it comes to a combine or a cart, it's going to be a cart. And the 9510 does need to be replaced, albeit I have no idea what we'd replace it with. It all comes down to what we can find when we're looking. You say, I don't know how many of you guys are following markets, and it's a age-old tradition of farmers to say that the markets are low and we're not making anything. Well, as of right now, we are not making much, and that's why we are diversified and we have more than just one source of income. But grain's got to come back around and rebound a little bit before we can justify making more equipment purchases, because the equipment purchases are largely funded by the crops, because the equipment is used to largely just raise the crops, right? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense that we have to cash flow it, that other investments, I'm not saying it never happens, but to say that the cash flow from selling cattle is being used to pay for, say, a corn planter or a cart or a combine. See, it's a little bit more understandable if you're feeding your own feed out, but we're not feeding a lot of our feed out. The majority of our crops get sold. They go down the road. So I'd like to see the crops paying for our equipment more than seeing our cattle paying for our equipment. I'd like to be taking our cash flow from our cattle and our cattle sales and put it back into, cattle facilities or investing, or, better, even more appealing yet, put it in a savings account, maybe hold on to it for more than 4 or 5 weeks, right? That's the thing about farmers. We handle a lot of money. Yeah, we do. The problem is it falls right through our fingers. We never really seems like we get to keep a lot of it. We handle hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash. It'd just be a lot nicer for all of us if we could hold on to it longer than our next loan note is due, right? So, I've had enough of talking, and actually I have a couple other jobs I got to go work on. I was kind of figuring Mom and Dad would be back by now, so take care, take it easy, keep in touch. Things are about to get really exciting around here. They are hectic right now, but go ahead and hit subscribe. I'm going to say the rest of the story is going to continue. So I'll talk to you later.